Hi everyone, it's me, Queen City Prepper. Um, Welcome back to my channel. I haven't made any videos in about a year and a half. My life has been totally insane, crazy, busy, and challenging, and heartbreaking, and horrible. So that's just the way things were, and that's why I did not make any videos. It was really the past year um, has been really, really tough. Um, the person I had been involved with for like 4 years, uh, that was horrible. But anyway, my mother had gotten sick. She was dying. He started seeing somebody else on the side. I didn't know about it. And a week before she died, he moves out. And, then she died. I was not expecting to lose my mom, um, nor was I prepared financially for the costs of a wake and a funeral and all those kind of expenses that come along with that. Because in order to die, you need to have money, and if you don't have money, then somebody um, in your family will have to pay for it, kind of thing. And being an only child, it all fell on me, and it fell hard. It was really so horrible. Um, so barely get through that and somehow survived it. And then that relationship, he wanted to come back. He was so sorry. It will never happen again. And oh, he feels so bad and blah, blah, blah. He was kind of going through his own little midlife crisis, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And like a fool, I took him back. And then it happened again. And then we broke up. And then finally, the third time was the deal breaker. And I was like, you know what? I just can't do it anymore. I'm 41 years old. I don't need, well, at the time we broke up, I was 40. But I was like, I don't need this in my life. I don't play mind games. Life is too short to go through that kind of BS. Either you're in it or you're not. And if you're not, there's the door and no hard feelings. Like, have a nice life. So that was fine. Um, and then I was still living in the city. I was still working. Um, and then it was like, it was difficult because it's like, instead of a two income household, then it's down to one income. And it was like, yeah. And trying to find a place in the city that was reasonable, it just wasn't happening. At the same time, my children were living here, and now they had no family. Like, they were very close to my mom, their grandma, and she was their last grandparent that they had. And like I said, I have no brothers, no sisters, so it's not like they had any aunts or uncles really that they can turn to. They've got some like cousins and stuff that live further away and whatnot. But they didn't have any kind of like family support or anything like that. And so, yeah, it was really wasn't much of a brainer decision to think about moving back. Like, it was really a no-brainer. It was like, hey, I am needed. They are technically adults, but they're still my kids, and they have like no family, no family. It's me, and I'm all they got left. So I moved back, and that's been great. I found part-time work in my field. I work now in the mental health field, which is great, but it's only part-time, and it's for a nonprofit, so the pay is extremely low. But I love what I do. My clients are awesome. I really like what I do. Um, in order to supplement my income, I started a couple of businesses. I do face painting and special effects makeup, which I have been doing on and off for like 12 years, and I love, love doing that. Um, so it's not too bad when you can get a gig. Like, you know, I get, for some like corporate events, I get paid $100 an hour, so that's not bad when you can get that. Birthday parties, it's about $60 an hour, roughly. Um, So when those kind of jobs come up, that's great. The other thing that I do is because I make a lot of like my own homemade like massage oils and salves and that kind of stuff. I got into selling Young Living, not necessarily selling the Young Living essential oils, but I became a wholesaler, which is great because now I pay wholesale prices and I can make my products, and that's fine and wonderful, and I'm happy with that. And because I've been working with essential oils since 1997, um, I can honestly say from all the different brands I've tried that Young Living is the best quality therapeutic grade essential oil that I personally have ever worked with thus far. And I'm very impressed. A little goes a long way, but like I said, it's therapeutic grade. Um, so there's things that I have replaced in my medicine cabinet basically now just with the oils. Um, and yeah, it's just amazing. For instance, toothpaste. I was using Colgate. My brand of toothpaste, there was a recall because apparently there was antifreeze in it. And I threw mine out. I was mad and went online. I was like, hey, I'm going to find some do-it-yourself toothpaste. Oh, great. I found some recipes for it. Way, way cheaper. I know what's in it, and I know there's no, you know, antifreeze or anything toxic. And plus, I add my essential oils, which are just over there, um, to the recipes, and it's not like your tube of toothpaste. Takes a little while to get used to it, but it's way cheaper, it's healthier, and I know what's in it. So I'm very happy with that. My son's toothpaste was also recalled. He used, I don't know what the brand was. It was a whitening toothpaste, um, but it had those little tiny micro beads or whatever in it, and his brand was recalled that he had been using because those little tiny micro beads do not dissolve. And so what was happening is those little beads would get down in between the person's gum and their teeth and just stay there. And they don't ever go away, they don't dissolve, and then dentists were actually pulling them out of people's like gum line and stuff. So really disgusting. So he quit using that. So that's what we do now. We make our own toothpaste, which is way, way, way cheaper, way healthier. And the kind that I make, because I use the Thieves essential oil from Young Living, is antiviral, antibacterial, and antifungal. So, it's perfect. And I'm very happy with it. So, to me, that was a great investment. So that's also a business I started doing, and I'm hoping eventually that it'll pay off. But even if, it doesn't take off or anything like that, I'm still saving lots of money on making my own products using those essential oils. So I'm fine with that. I haven't done any prepping per se, other than trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do. Right now, at this point in time, I don't know. Um, until I know what's going on with the land, because that's a whole nother issue unto itself. Um, I might have to move into town somewhere. To find a place in this town to rent is not easy. Um, the dynamics of this town has changed in the 2 years that I've moved away. I am really, really shocked. The population growth. We have a lot of newcomers to this town from other countries, and just trying to find a house or an apartment is difficult. There's like hardly any place to rent here, and what is available they want. They're overcharging major, and a lot of it's like dumps and dives, and yet they want 1,300, 1,400, 1,100 for a piece of crap kind of thing. So um, so it's been interesting moving back. So that's kind of where things are at. I haven't done any prepping, and I'm not going to until I kind of get my own home situation figured out. There's been some issues with that as well. So that's that's me in a nutshell for the past year and a half. Um, Moved back. I'm not too happy about living back here, but I'm happy on one hand because I'm closer to my boys. You know, we're doing the whole family dinners on Sundays now, which I, really loved and missed, and, having, holiday meals together. That's awesome. Family is family. I mean, without family, what do you have? You got nothing. So, on that hand, it's been a great blessing. On the other hand, it's like, I can't believe I'm living in this little hick town all over again where people are so judgmental and small minded, and you're just like, oh, what am I doing here? You know, so that's it. Yeah. So once I get kind of more stabilized and I know for sure what the hell's going on regarding the land, then I'll know whether or not I have to move into town permanently or not. So that's where I'm at. So I hope everybody out there is doing good. I hope your lives have been a hell of a lot better than mine, because mine has sucked. This past year and a half or so, it's been horrible, nasty. It sucked. So I really hope that you guys have been doing good, and fill me in what's been going on in your lives. I hope everybody out there has been having a great time, living life, you know, and yeah, that's about it. So, ciao, take care.